Joshua back in the ring anytime soon? Or
I think it will come, yeah, I think so.
are you hoping that's going to happen this summer?
I think it will, because Excellency said he wants to see that fight in Africa.
Boxing Talk family, it's finally happening. I'm talking about it's going down. We're about to get a major boxing event back in the motherland. Compliments of Anthony Joshua and Martin Bakole, representing Nigeria and the Democratic Republic of Congo, respectively. I'm telling you, man, with these two monsters, these two beasts, these fantastic fighters, we haven't had a fight of this magnitude in Africa since...
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. If I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Yo, what's good, Boxing Talk family? It's your boy, Dr. Boxing Talk, back for another YouTube video. Banger, man. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I know what time it is. The doctor's in the house, man. So check this out. I mean, it only makes sense. It's only appropriate. It's only fitting that at the beginning of Black History Month, we get some major news involving Africa, man, and multiple African nations, you know, particularly two, Nigeria and the Democratic Republic of Congo, man. You know, so we have Anthony Joshua, you know, the Nigerian born British man, is talking about fighting Martin Bakole, who's Congolese, you know what I'm saying? Democratic Republic of Congo, formerly known as Zaire. I mean, we haven't had a fight between, or a major fight hosted in an African nation, you know, whether it's Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, the Congo, wherever. We haven't had a major event over there in quite some time, you know what I'm saying? So this is great news, especially it's going to be big heavyweights, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, man, I think everybody should be excited for this one. You know, I'm just hoping that maybe I can slide out there myself and go view it in person, man. But this is great news. You know, we've talked about it for a while that Bakole has been calling out Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua has been, you know, teasing that he can have a big fight coming on. Well, according to Bakole himself, he just confirmed it.
My fight against him in Africa is a big fight. It's going to be in the Congo.
Are you hoping that's going to happen this summer?
I think it will, because Excellency said he wants to see that fight in Africa.
Now, if that wasn't enough for you, you know, because you might be a little skeptical, because if you paid attention to this channel, we told you before that Martin Bakole is having another fight in the interim against another Nigerian fighter, you know, in F.A. Ajagba, which I think Bakole is the favorite. I think the majority of us believe that Bakole would win, but F.A. Ajagba is a good fighter, you know what I'm saying? No knock on him, but there's no shame to losing to Bakole if that's what's coming up. You know, I'm not saying I'm picking Bakole because F.A. Ajagba is not good. I'm saying I'm picking Bakole because I think Bakole is that good, you know, and so I just think Bakole is going to give anybody a problem. And last time we seen F.A. Ajagba, he struggled against Guido Vianello, and a lot of people thought the Italian stallion, you know, a lot of people thought that he won, you know, but they did give the decision to the Nigerian badman in F.A. Ajagba, and I'm not mad at that, but it was a little shaky fight. I believe on my card, I had Guido Vianello winning and edging it out myself. But yeah, I just think Bakole has been looking more impressive with his last win being against Jerry Baby Anderson. So I'm going with Bakole in this fight. But if he could get through F.A. Ajagba, I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to him fighting Anthony Joshua. And like I said, if that still makes you a little skeptical, well, how about this? Ben Shalom, Martin Bakole's manager, he confirmed it himself as well.
Him and Anthony Joshua, Africa, in the summer, it's going to happen.
It's done. It's done. I'm hearing he's signed and we're off to the Congo.
What did he say? So yeah, man, this fight could potentially happen. The only thing, you know, it's another caveat to that, right? Something to consider, right? Big Turk is putting it on. And remember what happened with Big Turk's fight between Anthony Joshua and Wilder. We were finally going to get that overdue showdown, right? We're on the cusp of it. But Anthony Joshua, he handled business against Otto Wallin. But, you know, Deontay Wilder, you know, bomb squad, he just couldn't pull the trigger against Joseph Parker. So those plans were derailed. And frankly, after Deontay Wilder lost to Joseph Parker, then he followed up with a subsequent loss to Zhale Zhang by destruction. He dropped a bang on him. I don't really want to see Wilder and Joshua anymore. And that's no disrespect to Wilder, but I just think it's time for him to pack it up just to preserve his own well-being. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's been looking anywhere close to what he was, or looking like the Wilder that we knew that was dropping bombs on people, the bronze medalists that had those wars with Tyson Fury. It just took a lot out of him. You know what I'm saying? So this fight, though, with Anthony Joshua, Martin Bakole, yes, Anthony Joshua's coming off a devastating loss to Dubois, but Anthony Joshua was on a 4-fight win streak prior to that. You know, Deontay Wilder hasn't really been on a winning streak at all, you know, in the last few years. So I'm looking forward to this fight right here. Bakole can handle business, but it's not a given, right? It's not solidified or definitive that he will beat Efe Ajagba, because Big Turk's plans have been derailed before. But I'm just hoping that this time things will fall into place and everything will move forward accordingly, and we'll get we'll get Anthony Joshua's Martin Bakole in an African nation, whether it's in Nigeria for AJ's home turf, or Martin Bakole in the Democratic Republic of Congo, you know, where he would have the advantage. Even if it's in a neutral spot, let's say it's in, I don't know, Ethiopia or let's say, I don't know, Cameroon or Ghana, it doesn't matter to me, man. Just as long as it's over there, I think that's dope, just to bring boxing and spread it out. Just like for Zhilei Zhang, you know, we've been hearing news about Zhilei Zhang having a homecoming, having a fight back in China. I think that'd be dope for him as well. So it's just good to spread the wealth of boxing and our fandom and their joy for boxing. I think it galvanizes and strengthens the sport, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Who would you have winning between Anthony Joshua and Martin Bakole? Right now, at this moment, I would lean towards Martin Bakole, but man, you know, I'm gonna give a breakdown later and further analysis and a better assessment. But right now, if it does happen and it does get finalized indeed, I'm going with Bakole, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. Happy Black History Month. Don't forget to smack that like button, but most importantly, remember, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we're nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.